Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the most amazing facts around the world. In this video, we bring you facts about the unhappiest royal in the world. Princess Tashi is said to be the unhappiest royal in the world. But why? Princess Tashi of Japan is unable to rise to the throne and must choose between risking national controversy by marrying a commoner and becoming a chaste shrine maiden as she navigates the country's time-honored traditions. The life of a princess is admired all around the world. Royal palaces, magnificent rituals, and massive weddings are frequently included. Princess Tashi of Japan, on the other hand, is reputed to be the most lonely princess. The 20-year-old is the only child of Emperor Naruhito and Empress Massacre, and is also known as Princess Aijo. The young princess reported being troubled at school and having a tough life. Princess Tashi, who hasn't yet wed, resides alone in the imperial palace in Tokyo without any friends her own age. Only members of the nobility are allowed to marry women in Japan's royal tradition, which is particularly restricted for women. But since there are no longer any in Japan, Princess Tashi is in a terrible predicament. The princess's royal privileges and titles would be taken away if she wed a commoner. This was the situation when Meiko Komuro, the emperor's niece, went Kate Komuro, her high school sweetheart, and changed her citizenship in 2021. After the wedding, Meiko was stripped of her princess title, which generated a scandal in Japan. Tabloid publications wrote articles depicting Meiko's spouse as a shady figure because they had a very negative opinion of their marriage. Additionally, the wedding received ferocious criticism on social media. The backlash was so severe that Mako was given a PTSD diagnosis. For Mako, the weeks leading up to the wedding were incredibly tough, as Japan journalist Julian Ryle described in an interview with Now to Love. He stated conservatives were saying terrible things in the run-up to the wedding. One person remarked, "I hope she gets divorced and has to return and spend the rest of her life as a shrine maiden. She ought to be upset. The argument goes she must be brought back to the right road after leaving the family." Since the start of Japan's monarchy around 600 BC, strict regulations have been in place. Legend has it that Jimmu, the first emperor of the nation, is a lineal ancestor of Amaterasu, the sun goddess. The Japanese royal family has made an effort to maintain the divine connection and carry on the genes of their predecessors. The strict regulations appear out of step with the modern, well-traveled, and highly educated family. For instance, Emperor Naruhito had his education at Oxford, and Empress Massacre, who is married to him, is a Harvard alumna and former diplomat. The rules have nevertheless put the family in a vulnerable situation. The 1947 imperial household law stipulates that no female family member may succeed to the throne. Just 17 members of the imperial family are still alive as of right now, and only 4 of them are male. It crowned Prince Fumihito, 56, along with his 15-year-old son, Prince Hisahito, are the 2 apparent heirs to the throne. There is also an elderly uncle, Prince Hitachi, who is 86 years old and is the abdicating former Emperor Raikyo's brother. In some ways, Princess Tashi's future was predetermined from the moment of her birth. Because there were no acceptable noblemen for her to marry, and because she would never be able to take the kingdom, her marriage decision would have a profound impact on her entire life. Princess Tashi must convert to a chaste shrine maiden if she decides not to wed, but there is a chance that legislation could alter in the future. Support for breaking with ancient tradition is developing in Japan, similar to how succession laws in the United Kingdom were amended to offer women equal claim to the throne. According to polls, 84% of people are in favor of letting women rule as emperors. Senior lecturer in Asian history at Edinburgh University, Christopher Harding. According to him, the emperor and empress have a track record of dealing quite robustly with the imperial household agency. Often the bad guy in terms of excessive traditionalism in the imperial family. They were both educated overseas, spoke English, and had a history of working with foreign governments. There is no doubt that the public supports ruling empresses greatly, and perhaps at some point someone in the agency or government will start to view it as a simple PR victory. Despite this, we do wonder whether enough young Japanese are genuinely interested in the imperial family. for them to be moved by a change like this. One thing is still obvious: Princess Tashi will continue to be in a challenging situation with a lonely future unless improvements occur quickly. Thank you for watching this amazing fact about the unhappiest royal in the world. Join us next time for more fascinating stories from around the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.